tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. In the beginning of our meditation, I'll say just a tiny bit, kind of offer a tiny bit about the Buddha's heroic final night of sitting, as which is commemorated by Rohatsu Sesshin, where you, on the Zen long retreat that celebrates Rohatsu, there's a sitting up all night to honor the last night of the Buddha's ignorance and his breaking through to full realization. He said, he described it himself like a chick breaking out of its shell. So we'll sit in meditation till about 8 with a little bit of instruction and some silence, and we'll go from there. So welcome again to everybody. Just come to a comfortable seat for meditation. So one of the ways we can think about arriving in meditation, so we bring the body into the posture favored by the Buddhas. We take what is sometimes called the one seat. Wherever we are, it's the one seat. And maybe this is because as we take the posture and the practice of stillness, there can be, in a mystical sense, the stopping of the whole world. When we become still, it's not that the world literally stops, but that so much of how we engage with the world is in the spinning of the mind, reaching out toward sights and sounds and stories and people. So we take some stillness in the body, and from the stillness in the body we invite the attention that can be so frantic, so scattered, to also settle, to arrive with the body and the senses at the center of our own being, the center of the turning world, as Eliot would say. We take the one seat. It's helpful here, if you're sitting in any of the upright postures, to really lift the sternum, let the shoulders fall open and back, and find a clear, bright column from the earth through the root of the body, up through the crown. We're practicing in honor of Rohatsu, the awakening of the Buddha, as celebrated in the Zen traditions. If you'd like to take a Zen variation of the sitting posture, you might let your shoulders open a little and widen through the armpits as if you're gently holding an egg under each armpit. So there's a little openness through the upper body. And the hands can rest together in the cosmic mudra, left on right, thumb tips together, making a round space. You can do right on left as well, either one. And then this floats just below the navel. Ideally not sitting on your lap, but hovering, resting against the low belly. Just below the navel, the center known as the hara or the dantian, at the center of the body. And we direct the breath there, breathing into this center, so the breath pours all the way down into the body to expand at the hara. And the breath releasing from the hara travels up and out through the nose. Even though the hands are floating, slightly lifted, you want to relax through the shoulders. Let the whole dome of the chest float over the hara, balanced over the center of gravity. After the Buddha's long training in concentration and renunciation, after his discovery of the middle way and the taking of nourishment from Sujata, he gathered his energies and found a tree that felt appropriate for practicing under to liberation. So our spine and the trunk of the tree are mirrors of each other. We learn from the clear, straight trunk of a rooted elder tree. And we sit in front of it. It said a spirit of the kusa grass called out and said, "Sit on me, sit on me." And so the Bodhisattva, the Buddha in training, gathered up kusa grass to make a seat. And this becomes the most majestic of thrones. This becomes the one seat. And the story develops that as the Buddha sits down, he reflects on his practice and all of the merit and good karma that has led to this moment. And he makes the vow, understanding that he's ready to break through, like a chick breaking out of the egg, to rend the veil of ignorance, the great dark. He makes the vow to not get up from this seat until he finds the deathless that he's been seeking. We only make that vow when we're ready. But in every meditation, we make a little vow to be here through whatever comes for the period of time of our meditation. And for the Buddha, what comes mythically are the forces of greed and hatred and delusion, of lust and aggression and power, in their final raw forms. He sees through all of them. For us as we sit, what comes? What's the distraction, the thoughts, the images, the energies? As you breathe in and out of the hara, You hold the center of gravity. And all the forces of the heart-mind swirl around us. Thoughts come and go. Wanting appears. Fear appears, maybe. Boredom, distraction, delight. And the core practice here is to hold the center. Lightly, without strain, but also without letting go. We let go of everything that is not the center. And the forces that come are called Mara, the deceiver. Any thought, any feeling, any energy that wants to pull us away. Mara. Drawing us back into the drama of the world. In this moment, we are at the edge of the infinite, at the edge of the deathless. After the Buddha lets pass all of the temptations and distractions, the final narrative to overcome is that it's impossible to awaken fully, that you can't do it, that no one can do it. You might notice if you have any of that view embedded in your heart, like an ancient arrow or a weight anchoring you, imprisoning you. Do you really believe it's possible to be free? Or have you believed the nihilists who say that this is just the way it is? There's nothing that's not despair and wanting. The Buddha reassures himself that awakening is possible by calling upon the goddess of the earth to affirm that he can do this, that his practice is ripe. And reaching down, he touches the earth. No army of Mara can withstand the clarity of the goddess of the earth, bearing witness. And after she does so, a deep quiet settles over the forest. In our own meditations, you might notice this. a wave of distraction that has to be met with clarity, and then a renewing of the sense that practice is worthwhile, and then a deeper quiet. So we hold the cosmic mudra in the hands. We hold the posture of the Buddha under the tree. And we let every complaint of Mara go. Like the arrows of Mara flying at us and turning to flowers and falling around us. Keep the mind rooted in the Hara, in the center of gravity. We'll practice in silence in this way, rooting the breath in the low belly, letting go of any complaint of Mara that would pull us off our seat. Opening to the deep faith that awakening is possible. And if you're not sure, you might reach down and touch the earth. Ask for and receive, if you can, the assurance of the earth, our home, that it's possible to live in a different way. Forever. Instead of ending with homage to the Buddha in Pali, as we usually do, I'll end with the great mantra at the end of the Heart Sutra, Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasangate Bodhi Swaha.